Hi, teacher.
Hello, hello. Are you able to listen to me? Yes, no?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you. So, go a moment. Let's see. Okay, welcome. Welcome to the class for today. Today is Friday, so welcome Diego, Stephanie, Idalia, and Jose. How do you feel today that is Friday?
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Idalia. How are you doing today? How do you feel?
I tired. I
Tired.
working all the day.
Oh my God. But thanks God it's Friday. Do you work, Idalia, on Saturday and Sundays, or you don't work on weekends?
Tomorrow, no, teacher.
Ah, okay, so that's beautiful because you are going to spend time in your house, right?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. Okay, so right now just we had Josue, Diego, Stephanie, and also Monica. So we are going to wait a little bit because the students are still missing for the class. And just remember that on Monday we are going to have another presentation that is going to be oral presentation in which we are going to practice the topics, okay? Yesterday, I sent the questions on WhatsApp. Basically, those. Welcome to the class, by the way. And just in case over there in the chat in WhatsApp, you are going to have the questions. And also today I am going to send these questions one more time over here in the chat, okay? So that we can practice today. So in that way on Monday, you are going to be ready. Also something that I would like to know if had you been working on the homework that you had on the Google Classroom? Because there are some homework over there.
Teacher, I review the classroom. Well, good evening, sorry.
Good
I
evening.
review the classroom, but I didn't find the homework.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Mm,
I don't know if the rest of the group can check the classroom, but right now, I just review right now and I didn't have anything.
mhm,
Teacher,
mm,
in my case, I received my homework, but I have a problem in second activity
mhm.
because the image is a
The
little,
small, right? Mhm,
yes.
mhm. Yes, that is what Marcia, she was asking that on the chat, as far as I remember. So I am going to open Google Classroom that we can check together because that is going to be very important, right? That we have to work on that homework. Because maybe Idalia, she was able to find the homework. However, Anna, she doesn't uh, find the option, right? The homework that we had over there. So, Idalia, if you want, you can share maybe in Spanish, en qué carpeta la encontró, cómo la encontró.
Creo que tiene la unidad 11 creo, o 15, pero solo le di ahí ingresar y ya me salían creo que en mi caso ya me las enviaron todas
Ah,
las
okay.
unidades.
So I am going to get access right now to Google Classroom. Just give me one moment so we can check together, okay? Just in case. Let's see. And what about the others? Dennis, Stephanie, were you able to find this homework or no in Google Classroom?
No, coach, I not be able to find the homework.
Hmm. So let's see. And Gloria, Monica, and Diego, were you able to find the homework on Google Classroom?
Um, I don't check the classroom still.
So we have to check that today because if not,
Okay.
you are going to have some homeworks over there, and that is part of the formative assessment that we have. So let's see. What about you, Jocelyn and Daniela? Were you able to find the homework?
No, I don't, no, teacher.
Not yet.
No, for tomorrow.
Okay, so let me check over here. I am going to show you. I am still looking for this. Let's see. And Ella, if you double check right now, it doesn't show you anything.
I checked right now. I don't know. Let me see again. Okay.
Coach, could you show us your screen?
Yes, that is what I am
No,
looking right now,
teacher.
the Google Classroom.
Thanks.
No, I didn't. I had the rest of the group, and no, that use the this group, but not this group. I have the rest, but not this group.
Let's see. I am looking right now for that one just in case because I was able to see that before, so let me double check. Just I had a question. Idalia, did you click in which unit? ¿En the unidad 11 o 12,
I don't
Idalia?
know.
Ok, wait a moment, teacher, voy a ver ahorita.
Maritza has the classroom, the homework. She has.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I am going to share my
What
screen,
about
everybody.
the rest of the okay? What about the rest of the group? Because I
Okay,
can find.
are you able to see my screen right now?
Yes, I
Yes. Okay, so I show me in this
yes.
way. It says Intermediate 6, Teacher John or Jonathan. Over here it says Trabajo de clase. Right? You click on that, and you are going to see all the units. Unit 16, and for example, this one is the unit 11, is the first one that we had classes. If we click on that, there are two homeworks.
Yes,
So,
teacher, en mi case, así me parecen a mí.
ajá,
La
exacto. Y este fue el
11,
problema,
12,
este fue el problema que tuvieron, que la imagen aparecía muy chiquita, ¿verdad?
sí.
Ajá, que no sé. So I don't know if the other ones, can we do that right now? Because if I click on this one, it show me the homework. Y nadie lo ha enviado, por cierto, solo con Idalia. Si nos vamos a la unidad 12 que estamos viendo, también nos sale. Nos salen dos tareas.
Yes.
Quizás no hemos hecho bien el acceso del código. En WhatsApp está cómo ingresar, hay videos de cómo ingresar. Y esto sí necesito que lo hagamos el weekend, en este fin de semana. Unit 11, entonces la 11 y la 12.
Y en el caso, teacher, con la imagen no la enviaría.
Fíjese que sí, lo que voy a hacer es enviarla en WhatsApp. It's
Okay,
this
teacher.
one, right? Learning
Yes.
fast. This one. So over here I have the picture, so I am going to try to send this one. If not, don't worry, okay? It's not, if by any chance it's not possible, don't worry. So please, everybody, I need that we can work on the homework. So it's going to be unit 11 and 12, these two, 11 and 12, and the homeworks are here. Si no lo hemos hecho, tratemos de otra vez iniciar sesión en Google y sigamos los pasos que les enviaron por WhatsApp. La coordinadora con los videos y todo. Okay, so welcome to the class, everybody. And today is Friday, right? So as I told you yesterday,
Teacher, sorry. I tried to put the code but it says there is wrong. I don't know. I
y
don't
se
know
trata,
what
si trata de
happened
usarlo,
with this.
maybe if you can try to use
Well,
in
I
a
will try
different
to
device.
check later, teachers.
Okay, don't worry.
I, I will try later, teacher. Don't worry.
Okay, so just in case, are you able to listen to me right now properly or is cutting off?
It's properly.
Okay, so just in case, we are going to make a review, okay? So we are going to make a review before we continue with this presentation that we are going to have on Monday. So the first one that we are going to check is May Hub and My Hub, okay? So at the same time, I am going to send this information on the group that we had here in the chat. Just in case, I would like to check, Diego, are you able to send, for example, what I sent on the chat? Are you able to see that or no? Over here in the chat that we had in Zoom. Or it doesn't show you anything? Gloria, on the chat?
Sorry. Estoy intentando revisar mi correo, teacher. Es que el problema que tengo ahorita es que se me borró mi correo en la computadora, por eso no he podido ver Classroom. En el teléfono sí puedo ver Classroom y sí veo que tengo las tareas, pero como no
Ok.
trabajo en el teléfono porque ya no miro.
Ok.
Sí, ya le digo.
Ok, no, no se preocupe en ese caso. Igualmente lo puede hacer después para que estemos aquí en la clase ahorita, no se preocupe, ¿ok?
Ok.
Okay. So I was telling you that yesterday I was talking with Joanna and I was talking with her that we can check this in Spanish as well, right? We can check the meanings in Spanish of these topics that we have been checking. And basically right now I am going to show you over here in my screen before we start the presentation. So just in case, are you able to see my screen right now or no?
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
Yes, right. Okay, excellent. So over here we have this one. I am going to say this one even in Spanish because I would like that we can be on the same page. Algunas veces no se vayan a asustar si las expresiones o las estructuras gramaticales en diferente contexto o oración tienen diferente significado, ¿ok? El inglés es bien variado. Algunas expresiones en diferentes contextos y en diferentes escenarios tienen diferente significado. Vamos a estar en lo más común, ¿ok? En lo básico que tenemos que saber. So, may have and might have. That is the first one that I would like to mention today. So over there, I sent to you this in Spanish on the chat that you can have in the Spanish. This one, if you want, maybe Joanna, can you read that we had on the chat, please? That I sent on the chat over here, the information.
Ok. My how podría tener, a ver, that teacher.
Yes, ajá.
Ok. May how puede tener, a ver, podemos usar may how o may how plus participio más participio pasado cuando pensamos que es posible que algo haya sucedido, pero tenemos menos certeza en comparación con más. May how podría tener, a ver, may how puede tener o haber.
In my example, can you read the example, please? The police think.
Police think the suspect may have left the country using a fake passport. La policía cree que el sospechoso podría haber abandonado el país con un pasaporte falso.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that you help me. Thank you. Okay, so I am going to place my example over here on the screen. The police think the suspect may have left the country using a fake passport. So I had a question for you, Miguel. For example, if I place here may or my, do you think that is going to change the purpose of the sentence or is going to be the same?
I think it's the same in this case.
Yes, right? Because over here, as you can see, this is talking about something that we are thinking, but we are not sure, right? Because
Yeah.
when we are using must have, it's because we are almost sure. So may have and might have, it is difficult for you guys, or do you consider that is easy? Diego?
It's a
What do you
I
little
think?
bit
might,
easy.
Tell me,
I
sorry.
might, I might have understood the exercise.
Okay, you may have, but you are not 100% sure, right? So that is what made me worry. Okay, so in this case, as I said, one more time, so over here, I am going to send this information one more time on the chat because I want that we can have examples, okay? As I said before, may have or may have or might have is going to be podría tener o puede haber, o podría tener o puede haber. So that is going to be how you are going to create some sentence, but as we said the last time, when you are using may or might, that you are talking about something that is a possibility, right? So you are not so sure about what you are saying. However, we are going to talk something that you are almost sure, that is must have. Must have, I am going to share this also on the chat. If you had a book or a notebook, my recommendation is that you can write down this information because it's going to help you, right? And maybe Diego or Daniel, you can help me to read what I sent on the chat, please.
Okay, teacher.
Mhm.
Let me see. Okay, must have, debía, plus debió, plus debe tener. Usamos must have, más participio pasado cuando estamos casi seguros de lo que pasó. The thing must have had a key. The door was locked and nothing was broken.
Okay, thank you. So imagine that today you are working and you are going to go to your house. Your door is closed. The windows, they are not broken. So, and you don't see your TV, you don't see your cell phone. So someone has stole everything in your house. So you are almost sure that the person that was able to get inside of your house, they had a key, right? Because they didn't broke anything. So the only conclusion that maybe you can have is that maybe they had a key. So the thief must have, that is the must have, that is the past participle of must have, el verbo no va a ir en participle, el verbo tener, must have had a key, the door was locked, and nothing was broken. So over here, do you consider that when we are using must have in this sentence is okay? Or do you consider that maybe it can be better if I can place over here may have? Which one do you consider that is better in this case? Because we are talking about on the context, okay? Vamos a usar la lógica y el contexto que más nos ayude.
I think it's better to use must have because the door is look.
Exactly right. Imagine, the door was locked. La puerta estaba cerrada, tenía llave. The windows, the windows, nothing was broken. So, there is any other way that they can get inside of your house? ¿De qué otra manera si no tienen una llave?
For the roof.
For the roof, but they say
Yeah.
that the roof is nothing is broken, okay? So nothing
Okay.
was broken. So as Stephanie she says, must have looks like for logica, right? Is the best option in this
Yes.
case
He
because
had a key.
we are almost sure, right, that that is what happened. Because imagine that the windows are broken. In this case, you had two options, right? Maybe they had a key, quizás tenían una llave, o se metieron por la ventana porque está rota. So there are more options over there. If that is the case, you are not going to use must have, right? So, okay, Dennis, I was checking your message over there in the chat. So questions with must have or no questions? Remember that I am going to send this information on the chat over here and also in WhatsApp, okay?
Teacher,
Tell me.
I see in the internet the must is for obligation or deber or por deber, ¿verdad? And use when have only the possibility.
Do you look
And
just must or must have?
must, only must
Okay.
is different.
It's different because thank you also for telling us because that is very important and I don't want that you can get confused, okay? Because in English, there are different topics and sometimes we can get confused. Right now, the topic that we are studying right now is the past modals. Así se llama, past modals. ¿Por qué se llama past modals? Porque son los verbos modales que van a utilizar el verbo have. Esta es la estructura que estamos usando y ese es su auxiliar. Esos son los past modals. En cambio, el tema que usted estaba mencionando son los modales, los modals verbs. Los modal verbs, ¿cuáles son los modal verbs? los que nada más son sin el have. ¿Cuáles son los modal verbs? Más, ese es uno. Could,
Could,
mm,
should,
should.
might, may,
So,
would.
ellos solitos se les llama
Are modal verbs.
modal
Primero
verbs.
grupo.
Okay.
Son modal verbs y ese es otro business, right? Ese es otro tema.
Yes.
Ese es
Okay,
otro
teacher.
business.
Thank you.
You're welcome, don't worry. And thank you also for asking because I don't want that you can get confused, right? Porque si yo creo un ejemplo con un modal verb, puedo decir, I must study. Yo tengo que estudiar. Esa es una obligación, ¿verdad? I must study. So that is an obligation. Pero en este caso es un tema un poquito más avanzado porque por eso se llaman past modals. Porque usted siempre va a usar must have, punto, siempre. No importa lo que diga, siempre lo va a usar. O you use should have. Always you are going to have at the, next to that. Diego, tell me.
What is the difference to should have and may have?
May have. Okay, don't worry, Diego. Right now, I am going to continue with this and I will tell you, okay? In one moment. In one moment, I am going to tell you right now, before we continue, Diego, I am going to talk right now with could have, okay? And we are going to check after could have, Diego, should have, okay? So we can make a difference over there. So talking about this one, since we are talking about possibilities, and remember that the topic is past modal, so every time va a usar usted could have, should have, may have, siempre lo va a usar juntas con el have, se le llama past modal y lo puede buscar en internet. ¿Y qué lo va a acompañar al could have, al may have o al must have? Un verbo en past participle. So that is going to be the most important. So now I would like that maybe Gloria, you can help me, Gloria, to read what I sent on the chat, Gloria.
Okay, teacher. Could have plus past participle podría tener, a ver, something was possible is the past or there was a probability, but it didn't happen. Algo era posible en el pasado o existía una probabilidad, pero no sucedió. John could have slept till noon, but the alarm clock woke him up. John podría haber dormido hasta el mediodía, pero el despertador lo despertó.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, so could have. So could have is another business, right? So for could have, we were checking this one that is to express something that was possible in the past, a probability, but it didn't happen, right? So since it didn't happen, over here we had example that says John could have slept till noon, but the alarm clock woke him. So this is a probability or possibility of something that didn't happen, right? Esto no pasó, él no pudo dormir hasta tarde. Why? Because the clock or the alarm woke him, right? Lo despertó. So with could have, remember that you are going to talk about possibilities, but something that didn't happen, right, in the past. That is very different. Because it's like a talk in Spanish, something that is hypothetical situation, right? Algo hipotético que nunca pasó. So with could have, do we have any questions or do you consider that could have is difficult or is different?
Could have, I understand.
Alvin, Jose?
Yes, I have a question. Could have is similar to the must have or no?
No, because remember, Jose, the must have is going to be when you are over here, it says at the top, must have is something that you are going to use when you are almost sure that something happened. So over here with could have, you are talking about something that is a possibility or a probability that something happened, but it didn't happen, no pasó. So it's kind of different. I sent to you one more time over there, Jose, must have. Because must have, we are talking something in the past that we are almost sure that that happened, right? For example, I am almost sure that you studied for the test. That's why almost everybody you had good grades. So it's something that I am sure that happened in the past. However, with could, it's a probability or a possibility, but something that didn't happen. Es una hipotética situación. That's why my example says John could have slept until noon, right? However, he couldn't continue sleeping. Why? Because the alarm woke him. So that is what happened, right? That is a hypothetical situation because John, he could continue sleeping, pero la alarma no lo dejó, right? So that is something that we have to be careful because I don't want that you can get confused, right?
Okay, teacher, I can say, for example, I could have opened the classroom, but I didn't write the password
Exactly. That is one of the best examples
or the
because
correct password.
because right now Anna, she said something that was possible in the past. It was a probability of something in the past, but that didn't happen, right? Eso nunca pasó. So that's why we can use could have. However, with must have, can someone give me an example? ¿Me puede dar alguien un ejemplo usando must have?
A message.
Yes,
For example, I must have done my homework, but I didn't find it.
You must have done the homework, but you didn't.
Encontrarla? I don't know.
You didn't find the homework.
Just find the homework.
Okay, thank you for your example. So, what do you think? Is better to use must have over there or could have?
Could have.
Could have. Why?
Could have. Yes.
Why?
Because she didn't do the homework.
So, what is the best example to use must have? ¿Cuándo puedo usar entonces must have? ¿En qué escenario?
Maybe if she can do the homework, but when she finished, it was too late. For example, she must have done the homework, but it was too late to review for the teacher.
That is a good option, yes. Another example that you can provide me with must have. Gabriela?
It could be I must have, sorry. I must not have gotten a good grade because I didn't study for the
Exactly.
exam.
That is one very good example because that is something that you are 100% sure that is what happened, right? Usted está 100% seguro que eso pasó. Que usted tuvo una mala nota, ¿por qué? No porque le cae mal al teacher, no porque usted no se vistió bien, no, porque usted no estudió, ¿verdad? So you are 100% almost sure that that is what happened. That is what happened. You get a bad grade because you must have studied. So that's why you get a bad grade. Thank you so much. That is a good example. So just I want to be sure that we don't get confused because remember that must have, when you are using must have one more time is that you are almost sure that that is what happens, right? That something happened because there are no more options. That's why in my example that I sent, it says that the thief, he should have had a key. El ladrón debió haber tenido una llave because the door was locked. The windows, they are not broken. So anything is broken in my house and the door was locked. La puerta cerrada, las ventanas no están quebradas, so the thief must have had a key. There isn't any other option, a no ser que sea brujo y se teletransporte, ¿verdad? Pero there is any other option. So just I would like that we can be on the same page because I know that to use may or might, it can be easy, right? But should have or must have or could have is another business. So another person that would like to give me another example? Using must
Me,
have or
teacher.
could have? Sure, go ahead.
Me. I hope que haya entendido. Okay. She must have had money because yesterday I give you her salary.
Okay, thank you. If you want, you can send also the example in the chat. So, people, what do you think about that example? If you want, can you say one more time, please? If you want, you can say the example one more time, please. Or let's do the following. Everybody, please, everybody, I would like that you can send me an example on the chat using must have and could have, please. Everybody, tell me, Dennis.
Hi, coach. Good evening.
Good evening.
Can I provide my example? It's like that I could have practicing for the presentation today. However, I didn't go to the meeting yesterday.
Okay, thank you. And please, everybody, I would like that you can send me an example on the chat. You can send one with must have and also another one with could have.
Coach,
Tell me, Dennis.
so to speak, and to be honest with you, I didn't know. However, what is the homework? What is the presentation for today?
Don't worry. I am going to tell you at the end, okay? Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Thanks.
So thank you, everybody, for the examples that you are sharing over there. Thank you. So please, everybody, same example, just one with could have and another one with must have. And also you want, you can send also one with may have, right? That can be even better. Okay, thank you everybody for the examples that you have sent to me. So I am going to check also those ones right now. So right now also we are going to check one more time. So I am making this review that everything is clear. Also we are going to check should have. However, before to continue, let me share my screen one more time just in case. Let's see your examples over here. Anna, Dennis, Gabriela, Alvin, Miguel, Giovanna, and Stephanie. Let's see. Okay, so far the examples are very good. Thank you. So now we are going to check also should have, okay? So over here, maybe you can help me to read this, Diego, what I am going to send right now on the chat, Diego.
Okay. should have más past participle debería tener. Let's look at should have means that something did not happen, but we wish it had happened. We use should have to talk about past mistakes. Significa que algo no sucedió, pero desearía que hubiera sucedido. Usamos debería tener para hablar de errores pasados.
Okay, so that is one of the difference that is one of the difference of the question that you were asking to me, Diego. The difference between could have, because should have most of the time, also as I said at the very beginning, is going to depend on the context that you are talking, okay? Porque should have se le puede dar uso para muchas diferentes opciones, but most of the time it's going to be this one. So as you read over there, let's look for this one. Should have means that something didn't happen, but we wish it had happened. Desearíamos que hubiera pasado eso. Most of the time, we use should have to talk about past mistakes. Okay? So over here, you have my example. I was so worried. You should have called. So this is one of the examples that we had over here. I was so worried about you. You should have called. Do you consider that this example is good, or can I use could have or may have or must have? Remember that should have is going to be also used for something that didn't happen in the past, but we wish that it had happened. Tienen
I
más de un
think,
uso.
I think you could have used must have and could have too. I think.
Okay, thank you. Remember that as I told you, it's depending on the context. Okay, over here, the first part of the explanation that I sent on the chat, it says that should have, this is going to be used for two reasons. Something that didn't happen in the past, but you wish. Usted hubiera deseado que eso hubiera pasado en el pasado, pero no pasó. Also, to talk about past mistakes, para hablar de errores pasados. So, mi deseo era, y yo estaba tan preocupado que usted me llamara, pero usted no me llamó. So, I was so worried about it, you should have called me. So, I was worried because you didn't call us, right? So, this is something that I wish to happen, but it didn't happen. So, that's why I can use should have. And also, do you consider that in this case, I can use could have? Or no? Because
Yes, I
Yes,
think
teacher.
yes, right?
it's you could have called it.
Exactly, because could
You
have,
could have to.
exactly, because remember that what we talked, ¿qué dijimos de era could have? Could have something that was possible in the past, a
But
possibility,
didn't
but it
happen.
didn't
Possibility.
happen. Excellent. So we are on the same
Maybe
page.
it's a possibility, but not past.
It didn't happen, right? So, and do you consider that I can use must have?
No, because
No.
No, this
she didn't call.
Exactly. Thank you. So, do you consider now, Diego, that should have and could have, they are different or they are kind of similar at some point?
is kind different from me.
Kind of different, right? But at
Yeah.
some point, also they can be similar. Because remember that should have, you had two options to talk about something in the past that as well, it didn't happen, but also to talk about past mistakes. ¿Se acuerdan cuando hablábamos de los regrets? Cuando yo les preguntaba a ustedes, okay, Anna, what has been the biggest regret for you? And she said, teacher, I should have studied English before because in that way I can get a better job. So that was un mistake or un past mistake, and she was complaining about the past. And that was one of the best examples because over here we had a should have also, that is a second function, una segunda función que tiene esta estructura. To talk also about past mistakes. Not only probability or possibility, but also to talk about past mistakes. So I would like that over here, I send this information on the chat, and I wish that everybody, please, you had been taking notes, right, in your book, because that is going to help you. And right now, just we are making this review, so in that way, that can help you in a better way. So which one is missing? Is missing would have, right? So would have, that is another one that also is going to help you. Over here, remember that as I told you at the very beginning, you can use could have, may have, or should have according to the context, right? So I am going to send one more time in the chat, and maybe this one, maybe Idalia, maybe you can help me, Idalia or Monica. This case is going to be Monica. She is going to help me to read the information that I am going to send this time on the chat so that we can check this example, but this one is related to would have, okay? So that is the one that is missing right now. So maybe Monica, can you please read the information that I sent to you on the chat over here right now?
Okay, teacher. We'll have plus past participle. Cuando queríamos que sucediera algo, pero al final no sucedió, usamos will plus have plus participio pasado. I will have telephoned that company, but there wasn't a phone number on their website. Habría llamado a esa empresa, pero no había ningún número de teléfono en su sitio web.
Okay, sorry, over there says will have, is would have, my bad. Okay, so this one, do you consider this one is similar? ¿Es similar a alguno de los que ya hablamos? This one? ¿Y a cuál es similar este? To which one? Would have.
I should have.
Like my
My?
or should or should.
Yes, right? So why is similar this one?
Could. I could have.
I could have telephone. Over here,
Yeah.
telephone es un verbo que es como call. So I am going to place call, that you cannot get confused. So I would have called that company, but there was not a phone number on the website. Pude haber llamado a la empresa, pero no había ningún número de teléfono en el website. So which one is similar to would have? Because would have is also talking about something that we wanted to do, but at the end it didn't happen. Algo que queríamos hacer, pero no pudo suceder. ¿A qué les recuerda this one?
I could have.
Could have, right?
Could
Excellent.
have.
So it's also, you can use this one as well to talk about possibilities or probabilities. However, most of the time, when we are using this one that is would have, I am going to tell you the following. Most of the time when we are using could have, the people they use this one in the third condition. The third conditional, I am going to explain to you in a couple of minutes or maybe on Monday. So could have, we are going to check this one in a very different way on Monday, okay? So on Monday les voy a explicar un poquito más de could have because se usa con un tercer condicional. That is why it's kind of different, okay? So with would have, don't worry right now, because basically I am going to give you more information about this one. However, something that over here in the book, we don't have any information about this one is can have. Can have, this is something that maybe we haven't checked this one, and I am going to send this one on the chat. Maybe Stephanie, can you please help me to read can have, please?
Can't have something was no logically possible. Sorry. She can have passed the exam. She didn't study at all.
Okay. So this one is another one that also we haven't studied yet. This one we haven't studied because over here in the book is missing, it's in the next unit. So can have is for something that was not logically possible, right? Algo que no es lógico que pase. So it says she can have passed the exam. She didn't study at all. So for example, I don't know if did you have this experience sometimes in the university or in the school, que habían compañeros que no estudiaban y solo llegaban a fregar, y usted decía, no, Cocolito, he can't have passed the exam because he didn't study at all. So it's something that was not logical possible. So for example, what do you consider that can be something that is not logical possible?
Maybe put a elephant in the refrigerator.
An elephant in the radar, right? So Paspar is for the poner is put, right? She can have put something that you can think besides an elephant or an elephant. Jose, tell me.
Yes, in this case we use can't only in negative.
Can't also most of the time because you know when you are going to find this one in this way, it's going to change the meaning, Jose. It's going to change the meaning, and I am going to tell you in a couple of seconds, okay? So just
Okay.
before I explain to you that one, I am going to give you with this one, with this example. So the example that he was giving me says, she can have put an elephant on my bed since it is too big. So do you consider that to use can have in this sentence is okay or is not okay?
For me, maybe it's okay because it was not logical possible.
Exactly, right? That is not something logical possible, right? So now if I take out the negative, it's going to be something that was
Logical.
logical possible. So now is the opposite. So can you give me an example, something that can be logical to be possible? Dennis?
For example, she can have passed the exam, but she didn't study for that.
Also, that can be an example. So
What?
I am going to give you this one.
Okay.
So chicken had eaten 5 pupusas. I am going to place since over here a connector since she was hungry. Tell me, Harold.
For example, she can have put the book on the shelf because it's in the desk.
Exactly, and that is an action that is logical, right? So that is makes sense because it's almost possible that she has done that. So or chicken had placed, or chicken had put the book on the table. So this is something logical, right? Because that is an action that it can be possible, but if we are talking about that she can put the elephant on the table, that is not something logical, right? So, however, Ken had this topic, as you know, we haven't studied this topic yet, okay? So we are not going to get in this business yet because that is a topic that is going to be for the next unit. Can have, we haven't studied that one yet, okay? So don't worry so far. Just I had a question with the topics that we had already studied, case could have, should have, and may have, and also must have. For those ones, over here, there is a website. Harold, tell me.
Nothing. Sorry. It's
Okay, don't worry. So over here, I am going to share this link. Everybody, please, I would like that you can click on this link that I sent on the chat. So if you click on the link that I sent on the chat, you are going to find at the bottom a quiz, okay? So there is a practice that we are going to do right now, just is like a 10 questions, okay? So I would like that, please, everybody, can you click on the link that I sent to you right now? When you finish, tell me I finished, please. When you finish, please tell me, teacher, I finish.
Finish.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Joanna.
Finish, teacher.
Thank you.
I have a bad note. Only one. No.
Don't worry. Okay, over there, Dennis, I was able to send, Dennis, are you able to listen to me? Okay, maybe he has problems with the internet connection. So over there, I sent the questions that are going to be for the evaluation that we have on Monday, okay? So for the persons that I haven't give you the grades for the last test, creo que a la mayoría le di la nota de sus evaluaciones. Los que me faltan al final nos quedamos. So this is a second evaluation that we had for Monday, okay? So just are going to be 4 questions and the number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So these questions also we are going to have a practice today. So please, I would like that everybody can get ready because we are going to make a practice for these questions today. So on Monday, when you have the online evaluation, you are going to be ready for all the questions because it's going to be my decision and I am going to ask you one of these 4 questions. So you have to be ready, okay? So for example, on Monday, when you come here, I am going to ask you, okay, so Anna, you have to talk of the question number 2. Idalia, you have to talk about the question number 4. Stephanie, question number 1. Daniel, question number 2. Diego, question number 4. So I am going to ask you the question wherever I want, okay? Just you have to be ready for the 4 questions. So today we are going to have a practice. So please, everybody, I would like that you can get ready with these questions. So right now we are going to take 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes, you can get ready. So it's not going to give me a complete answer, just something very short that I am going to ask you one of these questions, okay? So do we have any idea about what we are going to do right now? Or no?
Yes, we need to have answered that question.
Yes. Harold, what we are going to do right now, Harold? ¿Qué vamos a hacer ahorita?
Practice for the evaluation
Uh-huh. And which
for
questions
Monday.
are, yes, uh-huh. And which questions are you going to answer?
Number 1 and number 2.
And
You could
number 3
ask.
and number 4, all of them.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Harold.
Yes.
So thank you so much. So please, everybody, right now, we have 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes, I am going to ask Angie, question number 1, Miguel, question number 4, Joanna, question number 3. So just I want to know how able you are able to use the topics that we have been studying, okay? Me gustaría saber si las podemos contestar usando la estructura que hemos estudiado, according to the questions, right, that we have. So for example, I am going to help you with something in the number 4. The question number 4 and this one that says, if you could have met with someone who had already passed away, what things may you have done? For example, in that case, so I can tell you the following. I may have told my mother that I got married. I may have showed her my wife. So I can say some sentences related to the question. So remember that we can use the topic to talk about something that didn't happen in the past, but you wish it could have happened. So vamos a ver si ustedes usan could have, should have, or may have, according to the questions, okay? So we have 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, I am going to ask you, okay? So please, let's work on the 4 questions right now. If you have any question, tell me. Okay, did you finish or almost, or you are not ready yet?
I already finished.
Excellent. So we are going to start right now. So remember that this is just a practice, okay? So don't worry because it's just a practice. So it's going to help you that you can be better and ready for Monday. So Stephanie, do you mind to be the first one? And you can answer the question whatever you want, Stephanie.
Okay. I'm gonna answer the first question. Said if you could have met with someone who had already passed away, what thing might you have done with that person? And my answer is I may have prepared delicious food with my mother-in-law since she really can cook, and I may have learned how to prepare food with her. And just that.
Okay, good. Thank you. So let's see. Anna, would you like to answer one of the questions? Whatever you want, Anna.
Okay, teacher. The number three, for example, if you could have traveled to the other country, what thing would you have done? And I think that I could have ate a pizza in Italy, close to the river, but original pizza.
Okay, what else? Or would you like to answer another one as well?
Yes, another one, for example, the first and said had the no the second. If you have that superpower, I I wrote that um I should have changed the weather. So I would like to change this because the climate is terrible. So if I had superpower, I should have changed the weather.
Okay, so that is a good idea, right? Excellent, thank you. So Angie, would you like to continue, Angie?
Teacher, I'm going to answer. Let me see. Number 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 one.
Okay.
Is if this had been your last day of life, what things would you have done? I think that if this day was my last day, I would have tried to be near my parents and all the people that I really love, and tell all the things that I feel about them, and maybe give them a big huge in order to say goodbye. I don't know. Something like that.
Okay, thank you. Yes, right. So that can be very touchy. Thank you. Thank you so much, Angie, for your participation. So, Jose, which question would you like to answer, Jose?
So for me, I would like to answer the last question, number 4. Um, uh, the question said that if you could have met with someone who have already passed away, what thing may you have done with that person? So in my case, if I could have met with Roberto Gomez Bolaños, I would have took a photo with his because he was an incredible person and very popular, and I enjoy watching his videos. Very and enjoyed, funny. I make me smile very quickly when I watch her videos. I think for that reason I would like to have
Okay.
to have a photo with his.
Excellent. So Jose, just for curiosity, which is your favorite one?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
What is your favorite one, Jose? El Chavo, Chespirito, which one is your favorite
El
TV show?
Chavo is my favorite show.
Me too. That is very funny. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So Dennis, now it's time that you can talk, Dennis. So which is the question that you are going to answer right now?
Let me check, coach. The two question, coach. The second one.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. If I had the possibility to get a superpower, I must have gotten a teleport. Why? Because one of my life goals is to travel to anywhere and met the language to another country and eat some some culture. Some no, sorry, I married another person in another country, for example, Mexico, and I would like to eat the tacos or something like that. And however, I would like to speak with them and try to understand because I didn't know because he always use chill uh, chill in whatever you want. So I would like to speak with them about that. And however, I don't have the time and I don't have a lot of money. So if I having this superpower, I could do it. And just that, coach. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. So Dennis, you like a lot the chili, right? So talking about chilies, which is your favorite? Habanero? Which one is your favorite one?
Um, Habanero.
Okay,
I
excellent.
I
That
recommend
is,
you to visit Dollar City. You know,
mm-hmm,
and you can buy some churros. I can
mm-hmm.
say churros. One of them is like blue. It's so hot and just
Okay, so that one can be also dangerous, right, Anna? It's too much, it's very spicy.
Yes.
Yes, teacher. Sorry, in
Uh,
my in my job,
uh-huh.
the in the store
Mm-hmm.
and sell mangoes with chili. It called it trompe chucho.
Wow, that
It's
is very
it's
heavy, right?
horrible. It's horrible. But the boys, it's the
They like that
but
one.
yes, they like. No, it's horrible.
One of my friends, they didn't know about that specific chili, and they were eating hot dogs, panes chucos, right outside of the university, and they tried to place too much, right, chili, specifically that one, and they went to the hospital because it was very dangerous. So there are many people that they had been in that difficult situation, right? Because that can be a very huge damage for your stomach, right, Anna?
Yes, in the same thing happened in the buffalo wings. Buffalo wings received a demand for one the client who passed the same with your friends at the university, out of the university. They had to stop to continue offer this kind of chili. It's very really very dangerous, especially with someone that have problem with the heart. Maybe it can be the heart attack for that kind of
Maybe
chili, like wasabi or maybe like something like this. It's another kind of chili that's too dangerous if you don't use to eat it.
Yes, what happened is that sometimes people they don't care, right? Because I remember that time they were preparing a hot dog, and they were hiding the hot dog, and they were placing too much chili inside of the hot dog. So the person that he was going to eat the hot dog, but he didn't know that inside there were too much chili, right? So they say, okay, my friend, here we had a gift for you. We had a hot dog for you. So do you want to eat it? Yes, he says. And he started eating, right? But at the moment, his face was red and he was coughing and coughing. And even though he was drinking soda, he couldn't stop, right? So thanks God, the Seguro Social is very close to the university in Santa Ana. So it was a nightmare because he almost passed away. Angie, tell me.
Teacher, some weeks ago, my mom put some chilies in the microwave, and because she want to dry them, and when she opened the door, it was a really explosion, and all here in home was with cold. Uh, the kiddies too was all that the people here in home. We have to live at the street because it was really hard to breathe. Uh-huh. And I think that I told my mom that, please, mom, don't do that, no, anymore, because it was a
A bomb?
really.
It was a
Yes,
bomb?
yes, it was really hard for my cat was cold, well, we had two, the kitties, and was really dangerous for all of us here in home. My brother was really bad. One of my brothers. Mm-hmm.
Wow, imagine just with the smoke, right? With that explosion of chili over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's so dangerous. I am someone, I really like to eat chili, but not too much. And those ones, especially, they are dangerous, okay? So let's think about if you are going to eat that. So, Alvin, I was checking that Alvin, you raised your hand. So, Alvin, would you like to be the next one? Would you like to participate?
Yes, I want to participate. Only that, tell me uh, what do you want question that I respond you.
It's going to be your decision, Alvin. Don't worry. So you can
Oh,
answer
okay.
the number one, number two is going to be your decision. Don't worry.
Oh, okay, okay. Let me see. The number two. Okay. If I had a superpower, it would be mind reading, and I could have read my teacher's thoughts during exam.
That is like a cheating. Cheating on the exam because you are going to read your teacher's mind. No, come on, no, that is cheating. But that is a good idea. Continue. I like it.
It would great. It would be great.
Yes, And would you like to answer another one? Continue.
Another question or only that?
Continue. You can answer another one.
Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay, number three. If I could have traveled to other countries, I would have visited England to see the Northern Lights. Because I want to see the Northern Lights.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. Mm-hmm. That's so, Alvin?
Oh,
Yes.
I can tell you every question. For example, the number one. The number
Okay.
one. If it were my last day of life, I would have done charity in my neighborhood, so that they would remember me. And the last one, if I could have met someone who has already passed away, I might have played a good video game with them.
Okay, great. Alvin, just I had a question. What is your favorite video game?
Let me see. First, I love the vintage video game. That's why my favorite video game is the Battletoad by Nintendo Entertainment System.
Okay, awesome. Excellent. I like also that one as well. Thank you so much, Alvin. Thank you. I
Okay,
really appreciate that you answered all the questions. So I was checking that also Diego, he wants to participate. So Diego, go ahead.
Okay. Maybe the number one. Let me see. The number one say, let's see. If this had been your last day of life, what things would you have done? Uh, let's see, let me see. I will have maybe pass the time with my family and maybe go to a different place and like to see the sunshines or the how do you say atardeceres, teacher?
The sunshine?
Yeah. And maybe the question number two. Let me see. If you had
Also, you can say sunset, sorry, sunset.
yeah, sunset. If you had a superpower, what will it be and what things could you have done? I will have maybe stop the time.
Okay. Why?
Eh, because maybe I see a different person and move at the street with not a lot of person, maybe. And I will have maybe to 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 run fast because maybe in the situation to be late to go to whatever the place, maybe I go to speed.
Like Flash, right?
Yeah, like Flash.
Okay.
Or similar a Hulk.
Okay, good. Excellent. Thank you so much. So that is a good idea, right? Also, I would like to have that one. And Diego should have been flashed with superpower. Yes, right? That is a good idea. Excellent. So Miguel Garcia, would you like to share something about these questions?
Yes, of course. Um, the first question, I think if this had been my last day of life, um, I would have done skydiving since I want more adrenaline in my life. Um, the third one, if I could have traveled to other countries, I would have worked in restaurants around the world and learn about some ingredients that you can find in El Salvador. Um, and the second one, uh, if I had a superpower, it would be Firebender, like Avatar, the last Airbender series. And I know, and I am pretty sure I have been a soldier. I could have been a soldier.
You know what,
And
Miguel? Avatar is one of my favorite series. I really like it.
yeah, yeah. Um, what is your favorite character?
It is Ang, the boy that can dominate all the
All the,
superpowers.
all the. I think my favorite character is Zuko
That is
by
the enemy, right?
yeah by his history or story, by his story.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's it, I think.
Okay, great, great. I used to watch that one on Nickelodeon. I remember some years ago.
Yeah,
Now
I
I am
watch.
watching that one on Paramount. Is that one?
Yeah, Netflix has the series too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That one is good one. Excellent, Miguel. Thank you so much. And I would
thank.
like, and I wish that one day you had the opportunity to work in one of the best restaurants right around the world. First, God, you are going to get that one. So let's continue with Jocelyn. Jocelyn Carcamo, would you like to participate and choose one of the questions, Jocelyn?
Yes. In the first question, if I had been my last day, I first seen I could have enjoyed visiting the beach or mountain with my family and friends. And the second question is that if I have superpower, I would be to the able to flying. I could have seen different countries more easily. And the three question is if I could have to travel in another country, I could have traveled to Canada. Maybe I could have studied in a good university, or maybe I could have gotten a good job. In the fourth question is I met some who did I would have like meet my grandmother on my mother's side, and I could have invited him to the go in the different places so that she I could enjoy to the play. I She could to enjoy the different places she didn't know. Only that.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much for your answer. That is very interesting. So maybe we can continue with Joanna. Joanna Margarita, would you like to continue? Oh, and also Marcia. After Joanna, Marcia, okay?
Okay. In the question number 3, if you could have no, the number two, the superpower. If you had a superpower, what would it be, and what things would you have done? I like to have the telepathy, like Alvin said. It could be the telepathy. I could read the thoughts in people's mind. For example, my husband's mind, my friend's mind, and also it would be interesting. I could put a thought in someone's head to make them act different. And also I could discover secrets in some people. And the number 1, if this had been your last day of life, what things could you have done? And I could have visited my favorite places here in El Salvador with my family and my friends. For example, I love to go to the Coatepeque Lake, for example, or Ilamatepec volcano or Izalco volcano. I I I would like to go to the beach or, for example, Alegría Lagoon and other places. I would have said I love us a lot and thanks for everything. And I would have traveled to Canada, the United States, Spain, or France. And I think that's all.
Excellent, excellent. So I was checking that almost everybody you like telepathy, right? To read someone's mind. I like that one, but I think it's
I
kind of
I
boring.
can I can listen, teacher.
What about now?
Yes,
Yes?
yes.
Okay. So that one, very good. I like that one. However, I can be kind of worried if I can read someone's mind, right? Imagine that I am going to use the telepathy to listen my wife mind, and maybe she's thinking another man, right? So that is going to be kind of sad. But I like that one, right? That superpower, it can be awesome. Thank you. So
I left him.
yes, right. Imagine that she is thinking in Shakira, right? You come on. Okay, excellent. So Marcia, Elena Aguilar, you are the next one.
Yes, okay, teacher. For me, the question number one, if it is have been your last day of life, what thing would you have done? I will have tried to be happier and have less time to worry so much about my job. I have less time, but share time with my family. For my daughter too. And number two, if you had a superpower, that would it be that thing could you have done? I would like to be able to telepathy or read minds, to be able to help children. Do you not yet speak on the animals for the help for the necessary the last night my dog is very stressful because I don't know, say relámpagos. It was a very raining very hard in my house. My dog is very desperate. For the number three, if you could have traveled to other countries, what thing would you have done? I would have liked to go to the Patagonia in Argentina, to the lakes. Is that real? Is a real spectacular, and I would have loved to camp on the bank of the river in the summer. It's beautiful. For the number, the number four, if you could have met with someone who have already passed away, that thing may you have done with that person. I like if you could have met with someone to have already passed away, that I think maybe Elvis Presley. I like the music. I think sing the song for the Little and Stitch in the movie. I like. That's all, teaching.
Okay, excellent. Marcia, are you able to listen to me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so lightning bolts, those are relámpagos, just in case. Let me ask you something. La Patagonia, where is that? That is in Argentina. Where is
Yes,
that one? Yes,
it's in
that is a beautiful
Argentina.
place, right?
Yes, beautiful. In the summer, with the winter, is the most nieve. Neva
And,
is
and do you
yeah,
consider that over there is kind of expensive or no? It's not so expensive over there, the food and the.
is very expensive.
Uh,
Travel is very expensive. Yes.
okay, thank you. So one day I would like to travel also over there. Excellent. Thank you so much, Elena. Thank you for your answer. So I would like to continue with Gabriela.
Hello, and if this had been my last day of my life, I would have gone to the beach and I would have made a big party with my family because I would like to have my last day with a good remember. And if I had a superpower, it would be uh, i- to be an invisible person or teletransportation because I could have gone to a bank and I will have taken all the money and just and if I could have traveled to other country, it would be London, and I would have climbed the Torre Eiffel. Just that.
Excellent. Thank you. You know, when I was a kid, I would like to use the teletransportation to go to Super Selectos and to eat all the food over there as well. That it was something, a fantasy that I had when I was a kid, also to go to the bank, as Gabriela says, right? And you can take the money, right? Thank you. So that is a good idea, Gabriela, and that is a very good superpower, right? So Harold, would you like to continue, Harold?
Yes, teacher. About what? What question?
It's going to be your decision, Harold. You can answer number 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's going to be your decision.
About number 4. Um, Let me see. I wrote my um if I could have me met with someone who have already passed away, what things may I have done with that person? Um, if I could have met my grandfather, for example, I would have asked him about his life and his memories. That's it, teacher.
Okay, thank you so much, Harold. Yes, right. That could be awesome that we can have that opportunity and that option, right? Thank you. So, Idalia Lopez, you are going to continue with the next one.
Okay, teacher. And number 3, if you could have traveled to other country, what thing would you have done? And if could have traveled on to another country, it would be North Korea. I would like to travel in the winter season and tour the country. I would like to eat and meet my favorite actors.
Idalia, do you like by any chance BTS, for example, or no?
Not really BTS. Um, but I watch a Korean series.
Mm-hmm. Ah, okay.
An actor, yes,
Oh,
for Korean series.
okay. They are good, right? So over there, the culture is kind of different, right? So that is so good. Excellent. Thank you so much, Idalia. So you already finished, right? Or are you going to answer another one? Or do you finish?
Number 4, number, okay, let me see. Whole number 2.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to have the superpower to help, so I could help people when they are injured and help those with serious illnesses because many people around me are suffering for cancer, and it's very sad to see the in the situation.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Idalia. Thank you so much for your information. So we are going to continue now with Monica, Monica Funes.
Okay, teacher. Question number 3. If I could have traveled to another country, I would have gone to the most important sites in the world, take photos and try their food. I would also like to visit Barcelona.
You finished? Yes? No?
Yes,
Okay. You really like Barcelona or Real Madrid, Monica?
Barcelona, teacher.
Ah, come on. No. Pues, bad grade for Monica, right? No.
Yeah, excellent.
Yes. No, thank you so much, Monica. Barcelona is a beautiful city. I was checking that Madrid, specifically Madrid, it is more expensive than Barcelona. Barcelona is kind of, cheaper. Excellent. Thank you so much, Monica, for your answer. And we are going to continue. So over here we had Byron. Byron, you haven't participated. So Byron, I would like to listen to you. Or maybe Byron is not here. So we are going to continue with Alejandra. Alejandra Morales.
Hello.
Hello.
Number one, is this have been your last day of life? What thing would you have done? I think the most important is I would have visited my family because I almost no, sometimes I visit, but for my parents, and I don't see um maybe one day a month, and the other, and I will have my favorite food, and that's all.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Alejandra. Thank you for answering the questions. And Gloria, you haven't participated, right, Gloria?
Yes. In question number 1, if this has been your last day of life, what thing good you have done? I have prepared my last food. um, to I could have enjoyed with my sons, and then I could have cried because it was my last day. And the second is to have a superpower. What good it would be, and what thing could you have done? Um, Maybe I could have cleaned the ocean, because for me is a very preoccupying this problem, uh, because the water is important for the whole life in the world. The people, the animals, the plants is alive. The water is alive. For me, is very important. Number 3, if you could have traveled to other countries, what thing good you have done? I should have climbed the Everest mountain. Another, I could have visited the Niagara Falls. I like this landscape. It's very nice. And if you could have meet with someone who have already passed away. What things may you have done with that person? I could have enjoyed for more time with my mom. I miss it, my mom very, very much, very, a lot. I like, I would like, um, can to talk with my mom again. Only that.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Rosa, you are the last one, I believe. Rosa, would you like to participate?
Okay. Number one. I would have gone to church. And number two, I could have removed the bad gas from the planet. Number three, I will have jumped from a, no sé cómo se dice, parachute, no sé cómo se dice, paracaídas.
Parachute?
I would have jumped from a parachute. And number four, I will have hood hair. Only that.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Rosa. Thank you. Also, I would like to jump from with using a parachute, right? That is very exciting and dangerous. I like it. Thank you so much. So let's see. I believe that everybody participated, just Byron and then Nilsson. I couldn't listen to you, Byron. I don't know if you would like to participate. Maybe if you are able to listen to me. And also, yes, I believe that everybody participates. So remember that on Monday, we are going to have the presentation. On Monday, you are going to have how much time? 1 or 2 or 3 or 5?
Three
Whatever.
minutes.
3 minutes, right?
An hour.
Or more, right? But no
Sí,
less.
only one question, teacher. No sé.
Yes, I consider that if you are going to answer the question, but if you consider that I am going to tell you, Anna, so you can talk about question number 2. But if you consider that 3 minutes is not going to be enough, so you can talk question number 1, question number 2. So it's going to be your decision, okay? So you have to be ready because I am going to ask you one of those questions. So also, I am going to check the Google Classroom, right, to see what happened because Anna, you are not able to see the homework, right, Anna, on the Classroom?
Right now, yes, teacher, I can't. The
Okay.
problem with me was that I didn't put the code, the código. So because I had the classrooms for the last courses, so I had
Okay.
to join for the new classes, and I didn't put the código or
Okay.
password.
The password, yeah. So, okay, so
Yeah.
everybody, please, over there in WhatsApp, we send you some videos and remember that we had the homework, right? The homework is in Google Classroom. So my
Teacher,
recommendation.
I have a question for all the activity that we have. Because, for example, on Monday we have the exam, it's an oral exam for the question that we do today, right?
Yes.
That we did today. But the classrooms exercise, because when unit 11, 12, 13, we finished 13 right now, for when we have to send the exercise.
Let's do it. Let's do the following. Whenever you have time, okay? So no, you don't have to worry that you have this week. You can do it tomorrow, on Saturday, on Sunday, or on Monday. So don't worry, okay? So you can have this weekend and also the next week, and you have to do 11, 12, and 13.
Okay, teacher. When we finish the course,
Specifically, let me see.
because we had to send all the exercise before the finish the course.
This is the second week together, so it's missing 2 weeks. Specifically, October. We are going to, so we have time, okay? Don't worry, we have time because you cannot do right now the unit 14 or 15 because we haven't studied that, okay? So don't worry. We have 2 weeks.
Okay.
And right now, don't worry, just that, and we don't have a due date, okay? That you don't have to do this tomorrow. No, don't worry. You have this week so that you can find the homework over here, 11 and 12, and also 13, okay? Okay,
teacher,
so,
a question.
uh-huh.
On Monday, we are gonna do the presentation, right?
Yes.
This presentation about that.
About the questions, uh-huh.
The question that tonight
That you,
told you?
yes, the questions that you practiced today, exactly.
Okay, we are gonna choose one question
I am,
about this question.
no, you have to be ready for all of them. You have to be
Okay.
ready for the 4 questions. I am going to tell you. So Alvin, let's talk about question number 4, Alvin, okay? So Alvin, or question number 3. Monica, question number 1. Idalia, question number 3. So I am going to tell you. So in that way you can be ready, okay? For
Okay.
all of them.
Teacher, but only one question.
It's going to be your decision. I can tell you, okay, so let's talk about question number 1, and you can tell me, teacher, also I want to talk about question number 2. Yes, so go ahead, right? The most important is that you have to talk, right?
Teacher, and are we going to have any time?
Just 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay. Okay, teacher.
Okay. Do we have any other question? No? So
Yes, I have a question. I can, I have, ya entré a Classroom, and the instruction in the first exercise, the picture don't sound very well. You send the
yes, on
picture?
WhatsApp. On WhatsApp,
Okay.
I will send this one, okay?
Yes.
Don't worry. Okay.
Thank you.
So everybody, I hope that you had a beautiful weekend, okay? And God bless you and take care. Have a beautiful night.
Thank you, teacher. And remember,
weekend.
tomorrow it's not sure
Thank
to
you.
what to see the eclipse. Be careful with the eclipse because it's not sure to see.
Yes, right. Okay. Thank you. So see you on Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take care.